as a dog would say. Dog's going over here. Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of DISANITY. It is Tuesday night, and we're back with some Tuesday night fun. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday so far. Welcome in for those who might be new here. I'm Walt.
I'm Melissa.
And we are very happy to have all of you here. I never normally say this on the stream, but I am going to say it. If you are watching the replay, welcome in, everybody. Hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. We're going to have a lot of fun. It is the last week of the month. This is our news and notes week. This is where we kind of talk about all the big happening news going on around Walt Disney World. We'll talk about some other things that happened last week for stream stuff and some stuff coming up. And we'll talk about membership a little bit. We'll talk about people. It's just we got a lot to talk about tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. But before we do that, we've got some mousekeeping to do. And welcome in, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Of course, we have Dean over at The Live Place. Check him out, theliveplace.com. He is your TV guide for all the live streams. He's family friendly. All the streamers that are on there are. And there's pretty much at least 2 streamers a night. Pretty much every night of the week, you're going to find at least a stream to be able to watch. Our 2 partner channels, Steve's World and Disney Dan. Check those guys out. Dan's live on Saturdays. Fiasco Sundays with me. Thursdays with Gonzo. Disney Food Fridays. Steve goes live on Mondays with Just Another Monday Night. Be sure to check those guys out. I do want to talk a little bit about membership. Membership is here. Of course, we have our members. Thank you to all of our members. We do want to let those members know who are part of our Grim Grinning Gang membership. Some of you have finally hit your 3rd month mark, which is an exciting time because if you're there and you're a Grim Grinning Gang member and this is month 3 for you, you're getting a t-shirt. It's going to be a Mouse Talk t-shirt, so I'm sorry. But you're going to get a t-shirt. So either myself or Melissa will be reaching out to those who have hit that part or hit that milestone. Thank you, first off, for your loyalty and your generosity. But, yep, it's t-shirt time for some of you. And either myself or Melissa will be reaching out to you to get shirt sizes, stuff like that.
And some of you do have the link that's in the description below to our Spreadshirt site. If you look and there's one that you like and you know what you want, some of you do have our contact information. You can reach out to us as well if you already have something in mind. Feel free to do that too. So.
And again, that's strictly for our Grim Grinning Gang. It's one of the big perks of being at our highest membership is after 3 months, you do get a t-shirt on us. So be sure to reach out to us. We will be reaching out to you in the meantime. But let's say hi to a few people in the chat because we got tons of people in here. Wendy Lou, who one of our members. Wendy, good to see you. Make It Blue, a Disney adventure. Caitlin, another member, is here. Big Disney fan. Rob Fuzz. What's up, Rob? Good to see you. Eric Newman, another member. Eric, good to see you, buddy. Craig's Robotics is here. Craig, good to see you, pal. Alex Brunner, making movies with Alex Brunner. Alex. Brian Eisenhart. Brian says he's cooking dinner right now. He'll watch the replay later. Right. But Brian, good to see you, buddy. He's another one of our members. Good to see you, Brian. Let's see. Super Disney fan, our newest member. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. And again, they are our newest member. Thank you. And we did send out your...
Yes, it went out today.
Yep, your magic mail's on the way. James Ryan, there's James. We'll talk about him in a little bit here. But
we'll
James,
talk about him.
Yes, we're going to talk about him. James Ryan's in the house. James, another one of our members. James, good to see you, buddy. And first in heart. Oh, there you go, James. Very nice. Let's see who else is here. David Stevens. What's up, David? Good to see you, buddy. Joey's World's in the house. Dougie's in the house. What's up, Dougie? Good to see you, buddy. Fire Pre-Project, another member. Ed and Mindy, welcome in. Good to see you guys. Thank you all for being here. The Philly crew, Ron and Meredith, another one of our members. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Timothy Rainwaters is in the house. Captain Akron 27, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. I'm trying to make sure it doesn't jump. It's going to jump, but let's see here. We got a long way to go back. Hold on here. Let's see here. Candy Mom 15. Cynthia's in the house. Another one of our members, our first member. Cynthia, good to see you. Let's see here. I know it jumped. Charlie and Stacy, the Disney Nerders, are here. Good to see you guys. Who else is here? Let's see. Andrea Houston, another one of our members. Andrea, good to see you, buddy. Oh, dear buddy. Trudy's in the house. Trudy. Andrea, good to see you, dear. I'm glad you're here. Trudy, good to see you. Trudy was in the stream the other day. We're going to talk about that in a minute, too. Oh, my gosh,
he
jumped
gets to go to the parks more than I do.
I know, I'm sorry. No, I don't. I'm more.
Sorry.
The Disney girls, welcome in. I think this is your first time in stream. Welcome
Love
in.
the name. Very awesome.
Yes, welcome in.
Looks like, is that Oswald ears in your? That's awesome.
I don't know. It looks pretty
It's
cool,
such
though.
a small. I'm like,
I know.
See.
Let's see. I think we're up to date on every. Addiction Mouse, welcome in. Noah's in the house, too. What's up, Noah? Good to see you, buddy. Russ Stapleton. Russ,
Hi,
what's up, buddy?
Russ.
Good to see you. Another one of our members. I haven't been here in forever. Yeah, I know. We missed you, buddy. We're glad you're back.
I know.
Yep. Jonathan Chong's here, too. Jonathan, welcome
I
in.
think
Good to see you.
Russ is one of our members.
Russ is one of our members. Yep.
That needs to reach out to us.
I think so. Yep. Tina McNeil. What's up, Tina?
T-shirt, Russ.
Tina, good to see you. Another
Hey,
one of our
Tina.
members. Glad to see you as well. And I think we are finally up to date. So we got 30 people in here already. Thank you all for being here. The Hitchhiking Bones, welcome in. Good to see you. Continuing Bright Suns, travelers. Bright Suns. Robert Martin, welcome in. Watching you live from Dunbar in Scotland. Oh, my gosh. Well, thank you, Robert. Hope you're having a great, I guess it might be morning for you. But welcome in. Cruising for Food, welcome in.
Cruising for
Sunshine
Food.
Nation Invasion. Oh, my gosh. Thank you all.
Hope everybody
Jim.
caught Jim's stream. He made it to his hours
Yes.
and over 1,000 subscribers. So
Congratulations to Jim. For sure. For sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Jim. Check out his channel for sure. He's got some really fun content.
He
and
does.
Definitely worth being a part of his channel for sure.
Yep. It's 1 a.m. here, Walt. Oh, Wendy, thank you for being here, dear. I appreciate it.
Wendy and
All of
Dougie and all of you from across the pond, as everybody likes to say.
It's true. It's true.
That means a lot to us that you guys are here.
It does. There's Jim. Jim, congratulations, buddy, on making monetization. Well deserved, pal, for sure.
Deserved. Past due.
Yep. But I do want to do a little bit of quick. I want to talk a little bit about channel stuff and stream stuff and a couple things that happened over the weekend to get into that. And then we're going to get into a lot of Disney news. First and foremost, for those that don't know, of course, we streamed from the parks on Monday. We went to Animal Kingdom, and a lot of you were there. Kay Atwood, welcome in. Kay, good to see you. Thank you for being here. And we had just an outstanding day. We hit record numbers for us. There was, at one point, 71 people in the chat at one time.
Nice.
We hit over 100 likes for the first time on a single live stream. It was 113 likes, which was absolutely fantastic. It was just a great, great day. Thank you to everybody who helped out, because a lot of you shared out the stream. You tweeted it. You shared it on Instagram. You shared it on Facebook. It was really a great, great day. I hope you all enjoyed that Monday. We streamed for almost 3 hours, and everybody was just fantastic, and it was awesome. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed bringing it to you. With that being said, we'll be out again this Monday coming up as we go to Hollywood Studios for an early morning stream next Monday, so be sure to check out for that. That's going to be a lot of fun as well. But everybody was great on Monday. I appreciate it. And Melissa and I are still going through the video to get all the names, because there was a lot of people in there. So we're going to get a prize out to one of those people. Oh, Dougie, thank you for that. You didn't have to do that.
Thank you, Dougie.
Dougie with the, oh my
That's
gosh.
so
Let me
sweet.
get
Thank you so much.
Dougie, by all
You
means,
are
buddy.
Too good to us, Dougie.
A 20-pound super chat says, I can't
That's
stay
awesome.
because you're terribly rude and in a different time zone, and this loon needs to be up early tomorrow. Thank you. Stay beautiful
Thanks,
yourself,
Dougie.
buddy. Wow, 20-pound super chat.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, pal. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It means the world to us. Wow, that's awesome. Is Carlos here?
Yes, Carlos is here.
Carlos, welcome in,
Hi,
buddy.
Carlos.
Disney World Freak. I didn't even see him
Thank
come
you,
into the
Dougie.
stream. Where is he? Oh, there he is, right there.
He's invisible.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been great. We passed 2,200 subscribers on the channel as well. We kind of blew right past it. We're at 22, 27 or something. So it's been very successful. It's been a really good time. We just appreciate everyone's loyalty, generosity, and following us. And I hope you're enjoying all the content that we've been bringing to you. Because being down here now, we can bring more to you, right?
We meaning what?
Well,
Hi, Jonathan. Jonathan Chong is here.
Yep. Yeah, we said hi to him.
Oh, we
earlier.
did?
Yep, I did.
Sorry, Jonathan.
Jonathan, good to see you, buddy.
I didn't see him.
Carlos. But no, it's let's see, what else did we want to go over? And I gotta say, Melissa and I over the weekend, I gotta bring this up. Speaking of James Ryan, we got the distinct pleasure to have dinner with James Ryan, who's in the chat, and Karen Cook.
Yeah.
Over the weekend, we went out to dinner with them on, what was that? That was Saturday night.
Saturday.
We had an exceptionally wonderful time. James is such a gracious and incredibly wonderful person.
Absolutely.
Karen was absolutely fantastic as well. We hit it off from the very second we said hi to them. We had a great dinner at the Boathouse. And it was absolutely fantastic. It couldn't have gone any better. The only bad part was when it ended.
It's true. It went so fast.
Yeah.
So thank you, James, very, very much.
Yeah, it was a great time for sure. And I would be remiss to not talk about it because it was a true pleasure and honor for us to meet both of them. They were both really, really very, very approachable, very, very wonderful, very nice. We had a great time for sure. And I think you can echo that as well, right?
Oh my gosh, it was great.
Yeah.
You're right. I think the worst part is when the time ends and you get such a short time to spend with the people we've become very close to. And that makes it the hardest. It was great and it's bittersweet. Very bittersweet. So the upside is though, James will be back again next month and we'll meet up again for sure. And we're looking forward to meeting so many of you and just appreciate the friendships and just the support and everything, just the kindness all of you show to us, and it really means so much.
Yeah, it was a night. It was a fantastic night. We had a great time. Brian, have a good dinner, buddy. Hope you have a good dinner, bud. Thanks for being here, pal. Brian's another one we can't wait to meet for sure. Him and Jennifer.
He keeps teasing us. He's saying he's coming to visit, and he keeps changing his mind. I mean, COVID and all.
Yeah. Addiction Mouse, we hope to meet you someday too, dear,
definitely.
for sure. James says, "Oh shucks, I'll be back in August for someone's birthday. I won't mention any names and out the female member." D&G Explorers, Derek and Gregory, good to see you guys. Thank you for being here. Hope you guys are doing well. And now, speaking of which, I do want to let everybody know, a little quick programming note. Immediately following us at 9:00 is the Vipree Project. Ed and Mindy, be sure to check them out. Great couple, great family, really great family. To be honest with you, I mean, great family. They really are. And they have a wonderful show. Be sure to check them out at 9:00 because they're fantastic as well. Right after we're done, we'll all head right on over there. Let's see what else we got here.
COVID and all.
Yeah, COVID and all.
Darn COVID and all.
COVID and all. I think that was everything what we wanted to talk about in reference to the channel. Oh, I hope you guys have been enjoying some of our latest vlog videos as well. I did an Epcot day, which was really kind of off the chain. Be sure to go check that out. It was a crazy day. And I've been doing a lot of the sights and sounds, and I hope you guys enjoy that. It's different. I mean, it's not a lot of action to it. It's really literally just sights and sounds of the parks, and I hope you guys have been enjoying that as well. I wanted to put that out there. But let's talk some Disney news because there's a ton of it to talk about right now. We've got about 10 different topics to talk about when it comes to Disney news. The first one I want to talk about, very much. Good, Tina. I'm glad you guys have been enjoying that. That Epcot video was a lot put into that video, a lot of editing, a lot of clips and stuff like that, but I hope you guys enjoy it for sure. First news, of course, Disney has a new mask policy. They've become a little bit more stringent now with the policy where you actually literally have to be stationary and kind of out of the way if you want to take a drink or take a bite. Before, you could be walking and take a bite or take a drink, and that's how they would do it. Allow it. They're not allowing that anymore. Now it's a little bit more stringent, right?
Right. So even if you need to get a drink of water, just make sure you're stepping out of the walkway, moving off to the side, making sure you're keeping at least your 6 feet distance, and before you take your mask off to consume any type of beverage or food item. So. Yep.
So, for those that are ready for that, be ready for that. And I actually saw that because I met with Steve too, by the way. I got to meet with Steve for a little while yesterday after the stream, which was great. Glad I got to meet up with him for a little while as well. But it actually happened to Steve. We were walking along and he was taking a drink. He had gotten one of those night blossoms. We were over and he had a nightshade, and we were heading from Pandora over to the safari, and he had his mask off and he was taking a drink. Somebody literally came up to him and said, "Sir, we need you to have your mask on or off to the side when you take a drink." So,
okay.
they're enforcing it for sure.
And I've definitely seen Disney being highly active in enforcing if they see anyone walking around the park with their mask out of place or below their nose.
Yeah, they're better at that.
They're definitely really good at calling that out and making sure people are following the rules. So I've seen a lot of that at Disney. So
good.
Which is a good thing. Maybe not as much at Disney Springs. I don't know. Are we talking about Disney Springs at all tonight?
Not right now.
Okay.
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Robert Martin, we hope to see you in November too, buddy. That'd be great. That would be great. This is our dream. Jeff and Angela, welcome in. Good to see you guys. Let's see what else I want to see here. I thought I saw somebody else pop in. Maybe not. Nope, not at the moment. But yeah, very strict there. Melissa's right. Not quite as much at Disney Springs. I'll be on. Now, I guess we will talk about it really, really fast. Really crowded.
It is now.
James Ryan can attest to this in the chat. Really, really crowded. And I've been really nonchalant when it comes to the whole COVID thing myself. But even I was really uncomfortable Saturday. Not dinner-wise. Dinner was fantastic. Afterwards and getting to dinner, as our dog chokes to death behind us. Good Lord.
Kimmy, are you
That's
alive?
the dog.
There you go.
Choking on the bone or something back there. But anyway, it was so crowded and people were literally not wearing the masks. Literally not wearing the masks.
At all.
Down at all. Off the nose. It was uncomfortable.
I haven't seen that in Disney Springs. Granted, we hadn't been back in a couple of weeks. And it had probably been maybe 3 weeks since we had been to Disney Springs. And the crowds had more than doubled. And definitely saw a lot more people not following the rules. So that was a little frustrating.
Yeah, it was for sure. Everybody's like, it did. It sounded like the dog when he choked on the bone in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Nope, he got it up. He's okay.
He's all right.
I always played strange noises on the dog too.
That was my ventriloquist choking. Didn't even move my mouth.
So James says, I agree. While the good work being done in the parks was not evident in Disney Springs, it was concerning. Yeah, it was. And it was a little disappointing.
And the sad thing was, initially, I didn't feel that way.
No.
I don't know if there's just too many people now and they can't control it.
It's too many
because
people.
we had gone multiple times before the parks opened and never felt uncomfortable or experienced any problems.
Too many people. Too many people.
It is disappointing.
Yep. But that's the news there. Another one of the big news things that's going on right now, and everybody probably knows this, and I kind of showed some of it on the stream on Monday. Rivers of Light, Primeval World, and Stitch's Greatest Escape, the last one, no surprise, have officially been canceled. They're gone. Closed forever. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. I couldn't think of the word. I'm like, what word do I want to use? Yeah, they're all gone. Stitch's Great Escape doesn't surprise me.
I kind of knew that. I mean, I don't know why they dragged that out so long. But
Primeval World was a tad bit surprising, only because I don't know what they're going to do with that space, or maybe there's more news to come for that whole area. Who knows? And then the one that did surprise me was Rivers of Light, because they put a lot of money into that show.
Yeah, and that seems like that kind of had so many disappointments because they had scheduled to open. It was like over a year later when it actually started.
Yep.
And then I never actually saw it. I think you might have. No,
I don't think so.
We never really even saw it. So, hi, G. Wilson.
G. Wilson, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for being here.
But yeah, it just feels like it really wasn't around that long. And I don't know what their thought process is. I think from what I've seen of it online, it was a beautiful show. So I don't get it, but I guess we'll find out.
Yep, Primeval World is extinct. No pun intended. But it's funny because when I was over there Monday at Animal Kingdom, they've already removed the cars in Primeval World. They're gone. They're gone. They've already taken them out of there, so they're not wasting any time on doing whatever they're gonna do with that area. So I thought that was kind of interesting that they actually announced all that. You know, with all these different things that are closing, it was kind of not surprising, but kind of surprising.
Mm-hmm.
Noah says, hopefully D23 will announce what Animal Kingdom will get for its 25th anniversary. Mm-hmm. You know, I would have agreed with that 100%, Noah, if it wasn't for everything that's going on in the world right now. I don't even know what they're going to do for the 50th at this point, and that's less than 6 months away.
Sad. Is D23 this year?
Yeah, it's 2021.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's 2021.
I was going to say, because otherwise it's probably canceled anyway, unless they just did it, online. So I couldn't remember.
Yeah, exactly, James. I mean, they built that whole entire seating area right there for that. They built all those boats and everything, and they had all that lighting put in and everything like that for that show. And now all of a sudden they're like, let's cancel it because we can't afford it.
Maybe that's
I don't know. But then again, they can afford to entirely reimagine Splash Mountain. They can find the money for I'm not going to get into it.
Jeff and Angela say, Joe Rohde called me and told me it's going to be a Zootopia area.
It might. You never know. You know what? Hitchhiking Bones, I didn't mind Primeval World. It's not my favorite ride by far, but actually I don't know how to word it. We didn't mind it. Myself and the boys didn't mind it. Melissa hates it, but we didn't mind it.
I've never ridden it, so I don't know that I can say that.
You have ridden it once.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
Avery, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you.
Hi, Avery. I refused to ride it because it reminded me of a carnival ride I went on, and it looked cling, clang, cling, clang, cling, clang, cling, cling, cling. And I feel like I'm in Plinko.
It's true.
And I just don't like it. It looks like it goes way down. I'm not even if it's a slow kiddie roller coaster, it's just not my thing. Yeah. And it looked like a headache ready to happen.
Dixie Mouse says, do you think they'll put a Zootopia area there? I don't think they will. Joe Rohde's been pretty adamant that he didn't want anything other than real animals in that area. I don't know. Maybe I'll take that back.
Whatever, who knows what Disney's going to decide to do in the financial state that they're in too. They're going to need something that's going to draw people in there. I mean, Avatar, Pandora is wonderful. Yeah. So who knows? Maybe they'll do more with that.
Yep. Simba 2, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you.
Hi, Simba 2. Exactly. That's what it looked like to me. It just like a migraine ready to happen.
It didn't. I don't know. I didn't mind it. It never really hurt. Well, at least not that I remember. Maybe I hit my head.
Derek and Gregory, you're right. I agree with you about. None of that dinosaur area interests me except Dinosaur the Ride.
Yeah,
that's
ride
the
is
only
fun.
thing I do like.
I do too.
The rest of it can go as far as I'm concerned. The whole carnival area with the games, that's silly. Triceratops spin. I mean, that's just Dumbo and the flying carpets. Do we really need it?
Kimberly Park World TV, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for being here.
But I really don't want them to get rid of Dinosaur. But I get they could probably just retheme that ride to be something else. If they did retheme the area, that's a possibility.
Donna Jaworski's here. What's up, Donna? Good to see you. Another one of our members, Donna. Oh, my goodness. That burp is sponsored by D&G. Donna, welcome in, dear. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great birthday, by the way.
I love your Kermit picture.
Yep, I do too. My granddaughter in that dinosaur area. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too. And that's where it's kind of sad. I get that.
True. Our kids went in there when, it was our second trip, I think, to Disney. Mm-hmm. Mason was little. And I remember that.
Yeah. Hitchhiking Bones, you're right. It is made. It's an area. Look, I think all 4 of the parks should have some sort of area for children, even Epcot. And Epcot doesn't have anything for kids, but it should.
They used to. I mean, they are opening that. Weren't they supposed to open that new play area? I mean, obviously,
we'll see.
That
was
in the process. Hi, Rachel.
Rachel,
hi,
welcome in. Emily, welcome in. LSU Mom, thank you for being here. Somebody else.
Emily's another one of our members.
Another member, absolutely.
And Donna, too, of course.
Yep, Donna is too. Welcome in, ladies. Thank you for being here. But let's see, Dinosaur is the same ride as the. It is, but it's themed differently. So you're right. I mean, I'd be fine if they brought that down here.
I was going to say, let's just make an Indiana Jones area, and then we can just theme it to that.
TG says, I have good memories of walking past the dinosaur area on our way to Dinosaur. That's true.
Right.
I think they'll do another show in place of Rivers. Rivers just didn't tug on the heartstrings like a Disney nighttime show should. Oh, I agree. I from what I saw of it, and I watched it on videos, and I wasn't a big fan at all. So it didn't. I never said to Melissa, "Oh my God, we got to go see this show."
I know. Now I feel bad because we never did.
Yeah,
but you're right. I guess it didn't, or we would have found the time to see it. Yeah. And we never really heard a big outcry about it, saying, "Oh, you got to see this show."
What's up, Richard? Richard, welcome in, buddy. Another one of our members. It's Richard, the legend R. Johns, by the way.
Richard Beaker, the legend R. Johns.
Yes, he's got Beaker. He does have Beaker
awesome too.
But we'll see what they do with that. But yeah, that show and those 2 attractions are gone forever. Gone, but probably not ever forgotten. They'll be on YouTube somewhere. Now, the other thing I did see, and this is kind of good news, of course, Harmonious is supposed to be the new show coming over at Epcot. From what I read online is they did start construction again on the barges that are going to go out into into
That's
the
good.
into the Friendship area there in the water where the Friendship boats go, and they've started construction on that again. So I guess Harmonious is still in the works, which I think is good news,
That's
right?
a good, yeah, I think it's a good sign.
Yeah.
You know, in hopes that they'll be able to do shows again.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I would have thought that's something they would have put on the back burner for sure. So that makes me happy.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't think everything needs to be canceled. And obviously some stuff that's, and maybe I guess that's why I'm kind of stopping myself midstream there, but maybe that's why they're continuing it is because they already started anyway. Things that haven't started at all, like Mary Poppins and some of the other stuff, that's not being started at all.
Right. Because
Yeah,
it never really
It
started.
never even got
so-
off the ground.
You're right, D&G. I wouldn't want them to necessarily bring the same ride over because you're right. We don't want to have a bunch of copied rides from park to park. That's no fun.
Oh yeah, we don't want
So,
copycats. We don't want
no,
carbon
no.
copies for sure.
But if they, like you said, if they were going to go with that theme, if they had something different, I'd be all for it. We love Indiana Jones. So,
Yeah, it could be the same but different. I mean, it could be the Indiana Jones ride, but it can be a different take on the ride, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Just a whole different storyline.
Yes, exactly. Yep. Just mix it up a little bit because they've done that with Haunted Mansion. You have Mystic Manor, and you have other ones like that. So it's still Haunted Mansion, but it's a different take on it.
Sure.
Yep. Thank you, James.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
that.
James.
This is a really good one. I don't know if I told you this. You probably heard me earlier when I was on with Carlos, but temperature screenings are expanding. So temperature screenings are no longer just happening at the parks. Welcome in, Melanie. Welcome in. First time here. Everybody say hi to Melanie. Melanie, welcome in. Looks like you're new here. Thank you for being here. We'd love for you to subscribe to the channel. Just click that subscribe button, and every time we go live or do a new video, you'll be notified. But welcome in. What is so funny?
Charlie.
What did he say?
Charlie making me laugh.
Rivers is going to be turned into
times.
Fantasia. They're training the real-life hippos now. Chernobog is holding out for more money. That makes sense. It does make sense, though.
Making me laugh over welcoming in a new person in the chat. So she's going to think I'm laughing at her. I'm not Melanie.
No, not
it's
at all.
Charlie.
Yes.
You'll get to know him.
But temperature screening. So here's how temperature screenings are going to work. They're still going to have them at the parks, but now they're going to have them at the resorts where there's restaurants. So at your restaurant, if you're going to a restaurant or a resort, they're going to temperature screen you there, which I think is interesting. I was kind of surprised they didn't have temperature screenings at the resorts to begin with, because we even talked about that, and I think we actively talked about it on one of these live streams that we were kind of surprised at that. But now they are. So if you're going to a restaurant for dinner, even if you're not staying there, or even if you are staying there, they're gonna give you a temperature check.
I'm almost surprised they're not doing temperature checks just to get in. And I guess we've been through this. I guess you really can't, but. The thing that is interesting to me too, though, people can get around that fairly easily.
Oh, we've talked about that.
I mean, you talk about you take a couple Advil before you leave for the parks. If you know what I mean, you're not going to have a fever. I mean, like maybe it's for something else.
Well, not only that, but
that's
I mean,
concerning.
Right. Well, we've said that a million times. You could have it and not have a temperature, so that doesn't matter either. So, Dreamer Deborah, welcome in.
Hi,
good to see you. Everybody say hi to Deborah. Deborah, good to see you. We missed you. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. No problem. Melanie, stick around a while and enjoy the fun in the chat. Absolutely. Sure. Please. You're most welcome. Glad you're here. But so now temperature checks when you're going to dinner at the resorts, certain resorts that are open. So that's interesting. I'm going to see how I'm sure we'll find out soon enough when we go to dinner at one. We have one coming up next month for sure, if not before that. And we'll keep track of it for you and see how it works for sure. So that's another big change that's going on because, as everybody knows, New York was the epicenter for COVID. Now it's changed from being New York. Now it's down in Florida, is now the epicenter for the COVID. So it's changing. Next, it'll be Texas or California, whoever the next big hotspot is. I guess that's how, and I don't know how this whole thing works, but right now, they're going to enhance some of this stuff for sure. It's interesting. I'll be interested to see how they move forward with this. But the screenings, it's going to be interesting to see how they do it.
No, they're definitely learning as they go.
Yeah.
Making adjustments and
it takes time
to see how it works. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of changes over the coming weeks.
And the screening, boom, you're done. It's that fast. You're not there, but for 2 seconds. But it just depends, because we have seen people where they took their temp here and it registered high, and then they had to take their temp on the side
That
and their
happened
neck.
to me. We were walking and there was sun literally beating on my head the way from the parking lot all the way to the check-in. And it wasn't like a forever walk, but the sun was right directly on my head. So they took it and she said, all right, move your hair and do it on your neck. She's like, you're fine. So I definitely, so they are, not immediately turning you away. They are checking because they know when you're physically have the sun beating on you that it might register incorrectly.
Sure.
So
yeah. Well, isn't that what heat stroke is? Is when your body temperature becomes too hot?
Right. And I think you become dehydrated.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So
yeah. So
definitely bring lots of water when you go to the park, or keep yourself hydrated for sure, especially this time of year.
Yeah. And D&G for sure. They said that they were Downtown Disney in Anaheim last weekend. They said they are learning from WDW and their safety precautions for sure. Again, I think Disney learned something from Universal, and now Disneyland is learning something from Disney World and Universal, and they're all learning from each other. It's learn as you go. It really is. It's trial by fire. I hate to say it that way, but it is for sure. Why do you all think Florida has become the hot spot? I have no idea. I mean, to be honest with you, I always said from the very beginning, when things opened back up, it meant more contact. You were going to see more people out and about. So yes, the numbers were going to go up. I don't know. I don't know. I have my own issues with what's reported as to whether or not I trust everything. I don't need my temp taken. I know I'm hot. Well, hot mess. Amen. You go, girl. Do you think it was the beaches? You know what, Deborah? I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. Again, I don't even know. Again, everybody's going to say, I'm not taking it seriously enough. But I don't even know what numbers are true or not. I've heard stories of people say they went and got tested, and they were tested positive. They went back the next day, and they were tested negative. And does that mean that they're posting it as a positive test? Because one of the two posted positive? So I don't even know what number is right to believe. Who knows?
It's really hard to listen to the media because things are skewed, and it's not that I don't believe cases are up. When you open things and people are going back to work, and you're going to get more cases. Are they reporting on more people dying from it, or is it just more cases?
It's those more cases, because that number's going. It's not as high as it used to be.
Right. So I don't know. And I think before, people are getting tested more frequently now. So the numbers are going to go up. In the past, people weren't even leaving their homes and they were afraid to go anywhere, and people weren't getting tested.
Right.
So the numbers are going to go up. The more tests that are being done.
Yeah,
a lot of jobs are requiring frequent testing.
Yeah. So there's a lot of different things that make those numbers go up. All of a sudden, with all those millions of people in New York, all of a sudden they don't have but 400 cases. They dropped like that.
That doesn't.
And now there's only 400 total cases in New York, the whole entire state. Whereas they had over 20,000 at a time in just New York City alone. So I don't know. I don't know what to believe. But again, we got to do our due diligence. Wear your mask. Do your social distancing. Wash your hands. Do your hand sanitizer. Do it. I agree. Do it for sure. I recommend bring your own thermometer just in case. That's funny.
It doesn't hurt.
Great results in areas where people are being super careful, keeping their distance, and nearly all wearing masks. The numbers seem to respond with less cases. Yeah. I'm sure it's
You're
part
right,
of it.
Deborah. I think there are people that actually care. Like, that's why I don't mind being in the parks. Every park we've been in, people have really been good with that, whether it's been Universal or Disney. I haven't had any concerns. It's more stuff outside of the parks that's concerned me, and we've kept our distance.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You have to go where you feel comfortable.
The parks have been really good. The parks have been really, really good for sure. But so that's going on there. Temperature screening now happening there. Also, speaking of which, now, as you all know, the only resorts that are really open right now, they were doing them in stages, have been the DVC resorts. Now, August 12th, the Polynesian, and Art of Animation were set to reopen.
Oh, okay.
They're not. They've now been delayed.
Interesting.
So the Polynesian will now not open until October 4th, and Art of Animation will not open until November 1st. Wow. So this uptick in cases has now delayed these openings of these resorts, which I thought was kind of interesting. And the Beach Club and the Boardwalk are not opening. They're not opening indefinitely.
Do you mean not the DVC side then?
Well, DVC's already open. I'm talking about to the regular
I
folks.
thought maybe they were closing the whole
No.
thing. I'm wondering too if they were hoping they were going to be able to increase the capacity in the park sooner, and now that they're seeing the cases, they're leaving it.
Yeah,
so
it seems like it.
There's no need to create more rooms because they're going to keep it at the 30% for a while. That's what it seems like, maybe.
Yeah.
So
for sure. So those resorts, as they thought they were going to start, because what I saw that as is a sign of more resorts opening, they were going to start to increase capacity.
Right.
But obviously now, if they're pulling back on some of these resorts, then they're not going to yet go past what they have capacity at right now. And, they definitely haven't been hitting capacity at any of these parks, but there has been an uptick of attendance.
Wow, Tina. That makes sense, though. She's saying if they go there, they'll have to self-quarantine for 2 weeks when you return. And that varies per state, right? So that's interesting.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me, though.
And that makes sense, though. I think a lot of people would cancel for that, for sure. Doesn't seem to follow mask mandates. It is annoying. That's too bad.
And that's interesting. If the cases are down, I'm surprised that's the case. I mean, that doesn't add up. It isn't logical to me. But it doesn't surprise me at all.
Well, look, Disney's a for-profit company. Deborah says that's great to hear, Joey's World. I always had faith in Disney to do it at the best they can. But Disney has their own self-interest in mind, too. The last thing they want is to have someone come back and say, I got the virus from Disney because they weren't following the rules. That's like a nightmare. That's what they don't want to hear. So they're going to follow it to the letter. Because they want to keep everybody safe, but also it's to protect their own interests. I mean, what company wouldn't do that? I would do that if I own a company. I don't want to be linked to something like that.
Right.
So it makes sense.
You guys are right, too. I mean, it's all fine and good if you be quarantined when you get back, if you can work from home. But if you're not, who has enough time off to be able to take a week's vacation and then take 2 weeks off to quarantine? That'd be great, wouldn't it? But that's not realistic. So you're right. A lot of people probably are canceling. Yeah. I'm lucky enough where if I wanted to travel, that would work because I just come back and work from my house. So, for cases like that, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, exactly. Only have so much vacation time. Avery asked, where did we get the Maleficent postcard we sent him?
Oh, Avery, we have a collection that we purchased of Disney postcards. It was ones that were from the older ones. There was like Bambi and Alice and but I'm glad that must mean you like it. I'm glad. Yeah. It was kind of a collection. I think we found it on Amazon. So they were Disney, made by Disney postcard. Just search Disney postcards and there's different groups of them.
Yeah, they're fun.
This one had Dalmatians.
Oh, it had Peter Pan. Yeah, it had a lot of the older ones.
Bambi, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland. I think that was all. But it had a bunch of different ones. Some I think are really cool, and other ones I'm like, what's that? But we wanted to get.
It's different take on art. I'll say that it's different. It's different. It's different. A different take on different types of art for sure. He said, I love the concept art on it, so thank you. It was a nice touch. Good. I'm glad you liked it, buddy.
And no, I try to at least think, I'm like, well, this person liked this. I try to think about it. I'll go through them on the box, and I'll start going through them like, does this look like Avery? Does this look like, I feel like, I'll be like, I wonder if Wendy would like this postcard.
Yeah, well, she said she got the Dumbo postcard.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. I'm like, I don't just pick one randomly and just send it. I try to go through them like, that one's nice. I'm weird.
Yeah, she is. No, I'm just kidding. Oh,
I'll just be like, here you go.
Yes, exactly. Other news, of course, everybody knows that right now the People Mover has been down. It's been down since the parks reopened, which is what now, 3 weeks? Almost a month. Oh, well, no, not quite. About 3 weeks now at this point. Welcome in, Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
Lauren Tamayo, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I hope you're doing well. Good, Tina. I'm glad you like that. Good. Love the postcard for sure. We try. Oh, thank you, Deborah. We appreciate it. But People Mover has been down. And it's going to be down for several more weeks. And we saw a video. I think it was DSNY Newscast. We'll make sure that they get it props. He's real good, by the way. Jack at DSNY Newscast. He does really good stuff. But I guess the reason being is because they're doing an extensive refurb on it. They have these it's magnetized underneath.
Yeah, Jonathan.
Yes, there it is. You got it, Jonathan. That's exactly right. It's magnetized on the ride. These magnets underneath that kind of are how it flows.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're replacing all of them throughout the entire ride. So that's like a whole mile of track. You literally, it's like you're on there for a mile. That's a lot.
Yeah, they have to special order them. They
yes.
say too. They have to be specially made and for that ride. It's not like it's just, send me 1,000 magnets. You know, they have to have them specially fit for that ride. So it's
take down the ones you have, wait for the ones to be made that are specially being made, and then install them and then test them, because then it has to be tested and then retested and then tested again.
Yeah, they say it's probably going to be down most of the summer.
Yeah, he said 7 weeks or several. I can't remember.
Yeah,
but it's going to be down for a while.
Heavy. It's hard to understand though. But I got the gist that it was going to be done. Probably won't be reopening for at least a couple of months.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a while.
Which is such a bummer.
No, they're working on it now, Deborah, while it's down.
Actually.
Yeah, they are actually working on it now, which has been fantastic. It's good to see that they are working on it.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm really interested in about this is it going to feel any different? Because of the magnets being replaced, does this just strictly mean that now we won't have the people mover down as much as it used to be? Remember how it was always down?
I'm pretty sure. I think
that's pretty much it, right?
Because it was going down prior. It was always breaking down. And right before when we moved here, right before it closed, it broke down a few times, and it had closed, I think, right around that time frame anyway, due to issues. So, I mean, there was that time when, like a year or so ago, Mason and I were evacuated off the ride.
Yeah.
And we'd go by and it would be down. So I think they decided that this is happening too much. We need to do something about it. So I think that's what's going to fix the issue, so we don't have that problem, which is great.
That's true. And Andrea, yes. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. I agree 100%. I think they're doing all the right things, in my opinion, too. As much as some of them are a little bit of a sting to have to feel. Oh, yeah. For the greater good, for sure. And that's what it's about.
I'll suck it up.
Mike Wheeler, welcome in.
Mike,
what's up, buddy? Yeah, I agree. We'll suck it up for sure.
It's just nice to be back and have the magic and have a little bit of, something that makes you happy with everything that's going on. I will gladly wear the mask, do distance, It was funny. I mean, maybe this is a negative story, but we were in the park and someone behind us was walking and had their mask off, down past their nose. And one of the cast members said something to him and he started complaining about it after she went by. I don't understand. And I'm like, buddy, it's the rules. If you don't like them, you don't have to be here. That's the whole point. If you want to be in this park, you follow the park rules.
It's their private property.
If you don't like it, there's the exit.
Yeah.
And that's how I look at it. I mean, if you know that going in, it's posted everywhere. They make it abundantly clear. If you're not willing to follow the rules, then don't go.
Yeah. Andrea, I'm interested to see if it'll run better too. Talking about the TTA, if it'll be, I can't say it's not smooth. It's pretty darn smooth, but is it going to be maybe a little bit faster? Or I don't know. I mean, I agree. I'm kind of excited. I'm excited to hear that it's getting some work done. A, it means that it's not going anywhere.
Yes.
Because they're putting money into it, which I'd be surprised anyway. And B, it's always good to see some of your favorite rides get kind of a sprucing up for sure.
Yeah, and that way hopefully it'll be even smoother when you whip around that little corner. Now they were talking about wondering if maybe they were going to update some of the inside for the upcoming anniversary, like maybe add or
I heard
up
that.
some of the scenes, but they don't seem to think that's the case. And I'm sure financially, it's probably not a good time, but that would have been neat, for the 50th anniversary if they, changed up some of the scenes or put some other ones in there. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, look, everybody says yes, exactly, Melissa.
Yeah.
Melissa the enforcer. T. Marie Photography. What's up, Tina? Good to see you. Another one of our members. Tina, great to see you.
I'm the equalizer for Disney.
Yeah, the equalizer.
Get out of the park.
Equalizer 3. Instead of Denzel, it's Melissa at the parks. Jonathan Chung says the bumps you feel on the track is iconic. I don't want it too smooth. I guess.
That's probably true. We'll find out.
Yeah, amen. It's not going anywhere. That's what I want. I want to make sure it doesn't go anywhere.
Too popular to go anywhere for sure.
It's funny how that works because I really look. I've said this a million times. I really feel like the people mover popularity is from us on YouTube, the community, this Disney community. We all rave about it. And I think that's really helped its popularity. I really do. I really do.
I think everybody just has such a nostalgic connection to it. I mean, it's great to ride around and see especially at night, and just to people watch and see everything. And it's a great view to see the Tron construction. And I don't know, there's just something about it. I just love that ride. I always have.
Yeah, but I do. I thank you, Deborah. But I really do, Deborah, feel that way. I do think that we've had a part in its rejuvenation of popularity for sure. I don't want to say renaissance but maybe. I mean, I do think it's become a lot more popular now than what it used to be, and I think part of that is because of all the advertising that we do on this community, and people watch us. So I think that's part of it. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, it is a great ride.
Pumped up about the people.
Yes. Oh my gosh, Rush, wouldn't that be, dude? That would be like the most amazing thing. Cool. But then I don't know, because then I'd be afraid that we wouldn't ride the railroad when it comes back, and the railroad kind of goes all the way around the park. So I get it, and as great as that sounds, I don't know. I hope they fix the upper and down walkways that have been down for a while. An escalator that doesn't escalate. Yeah, I know.
You have to walk up that steep, rubber.
Yeah, no, that's what
I know that hasn't worked for ages. It's
been a while.
Incline,
yeah, it's
too.
A good incline for sure.
Definitely, you can feel that in the back of your legs walking up that thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that awesome pick of the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. I agree. Simba says, I remember when it used to be a walk on all the time. Yeah, it's the streamer's fault for making us wait now. I think part of it is our fault. I think we've really made it popular again. Yeah. Brian says, you're getting old when the People Mover is one of your favorite rides. Amen.
I loved it back before I was old, but I've always been 84 at heart.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
My boss used to tease me that I was an 84-year-old. I was a 84-year-old trapped in the body of a 24-year-old when I first started working.
Deborah says, when is the railroad due to be back? It's not going to be back until Tron is
done.
Almost done, I'm going to say, because I think they could actually finish that area right there and allow it to go through and still have other parts of construction to do. But it's still going to be a while. Russ says it's not even an escalator. It's a Caballeros because it needs steps. It's true.
It's true. I don't know. Yeah. It's a torturous incline is what it is. That's awesome. Addiction Mouse, I know, right? We're all jonesing for the train.
I love the train. It's one of my favorite things to do is to ride that train. I literally have to admit it, though. We've probably ridden the entire loop twice because somebody won't do it.
No, it's because a little kid kept kicking the back of my seat.
Yeah.
He would. He kept kicking
that one time she used that as an excuse.
And I'm like, we need to get off the train.
Yes, he was being
I was very
Melissa.
aggravated. No, it was parents that don't tell their kids to stop kicking the seat in front of them. It was like a Seinfeld episode. I was like, I don't understand.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Well, I think there's a very good, I think everybody would agree that it's probably going to open at the same time as Tron. I still think it'll open a little bit before Tron because I do. I think they want Tron to be a singular kind of, what's that word I'm looking for? Isolated event. They don't want nothing else to open at the same time. They want it to be specific and to itself.
Yeah, but people aren't going to be like, the train. I mean, we might. But regular people, they're going to be all Tron. Maybe they figure the train would take some people away. So
I think it will. So. I think it does.
But that might be a good thing.
No, I just mean they want the sole focus on Tron that day it happens. Okay. And I think the train will open a little bit before that.
Gotcha.
That's just my opinion.
Definitely, Deborah. It's a very relaxing time to sit and cool off and see the park. I agree.
Yeah.
We love the train too.
Yeah, I do. I think it'll be just before so that we can get the nostalgia of having the train back. Yay, yay, yay. And then a week later, there's Tron. I think that's what they'll do.
I'm scared too, Addiction Mouse. I won't be riding Tron. Hi, 91J Loves Disney.
91J Loves Disney. Welcome in. First time in here. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Everybody say hi to 91J. 91J Loves Disney. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Tron used to be part of our People Mover. Yeah, I guess it was.
And Horizons
18.
Welcome
Long time no
in.
see. Good to see you. Thanks for coming back. Good to see you guys. It's been a while, but I'm glad to see you, Horizons 18. Hope you've been doing well. Welcome in, everybody. But yeah, so People Mover's down. That's why, because I didn't know why it wasn't up. But now we know why. Russ says, what if they extended the TTA into Tron? That would be awesome too.
Yeah,
Wouldn't it though?
That would be cool.
Wouldn't it though? That would be
Yes.
absolutely fantastic, Russ, if they would do that.
That would be cool.
That would be awesome. Will Tron do any loops or go upside down at any point?
I think
No.
it's more
It's just
sideways.
no loops or upside down at all.
What do they call that when they?
Well, it doesn't corkscrew though.
But it's kind of like a woo.
Yeah, it's kind of just a really it's almost like a 90-degree turn. I don't know, a 45-degree angle.
When you're on the track and it goes.
Yeah, it just goes around like that. No corkscrews, no loops. It doesn't go upside down at all.
I'm still scared.
No, 91J loves Disney. I don't think it'll make Space's waits shorter. I think it might make it worse.
Really?
Because people will, if they can't get on Tron, where are they going to go next? They're going to go straight to Space Mountain.
It's right there.
It's right there. It's, if for no other reason, it's convenient. They want a thrill. If Tron's an hour and a half, they're going to go, well, let's do Space, and then we'll come back to Tron. I don't know. I don't think it'll make it less. Maybe it won't make it a lot more, but I think it won't. I don't think it'll make it less.
Wendy says, coaster soundtrack provided by Moss.
Yes, exactly. Oh, 91J, thank you for subscribing. We appreciate that so much.
Mike says it's a darker version of Hagrid. It just might be. Although Tron was there first. Not just here, but
let me tell you what, Mike. Hagrid's is pretty awesome, dude. That's a cool coaster.
I won't do it.
I've done it twice now.
He said it's scary. And if he says it's scary, I'm going to be scared out of my mind. Hagrid's has a drop, like a Tower of Terror style drop in it. And I'm not doing that.
You know what, James? That's a good point. He says he thinks that when Tron goes online, Space will go down for a refurb. It's due. That's a good point. If there's ever a time to do it, I don't think people will be as bummed of a refurb for Space Mountain. That's the time to do it. I can see that point. I can see it for sure.
That's true. I don't remember the last time Space Mountain was down for a refurb. I mean, you see Big Thunder go down, you see Splash go down all the time. But you're right. I don't know if I remember.
Yeah, agree. And Russ, there's so many different variables that are going to play into whether or not that goes down. You're right. It does hold more people. We're going to see how many people were in the park at that time. We might still be at a limited capacity. So you're right. I mean, it may make a difference for sure.
It does, David. It seems like centuries since the train's been open. It feels like forever.
Yeah, it's been a while for sure. Brian says, "Yeah, you'll be hitting 3,000 before you know. Oh, we still got a ways to go, buddy. But hey, we're having fun and we're growing, and that's all that matters. And that means we're getting more family."
Wendy said her daughter is at Alton Towers and on some very scary rides.
Yeah, shoot.
13-year-olds there just have no fear, especially nowadays. I feel like I know our sons, Mason especially, he loves the thrill rides.
You know what? 91J loves Disney says, do you think his Space should be refurbed? I don't want them to change it yet. Refurbed, but not reimagined.
Right.
Okay, refurb just means it's a touch up. It's a tune up. You know, like a car gets a tune up. A refurb means they just refurb it. I mean, reimagining, they reimagine the whole thing. Yeah. I don't want them to reimagine it, but I do think it needs a little bit of a touch up. I do. I think it's time. It's getting rough.
Sure. What is there to refurb on Space Mountain? The darkness?
Well, no, the track itself and the cars.
Being Charlie.
Oh.
Let's make it darker. Nope, that's not quite right, guys.
Yeah. Now I can't see. That's when the train first went down, and CM told me it would be for 2 years. And at the time, I really couldn't believe it. Yeah, looks like it.
That's what I was dreading with Spaceship Earth. So my selfish side is really glad they're not doing the refurb or reimagining of it right now, because we can enjoy it with everything happening. We get to keep our Spaceship Earth a little bit longer.
I see.
So we've ridden it multiple times already.
Thank you, 91J.
I love it.
I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
That's we had the artist. It's a real canvas that we had the artist make that for us, and it was I was scared when we got it. I was holding it really. It's like, don't drop it.
Walt's got an art obsession. Every time we go to the parks, he's got to go in the art.
Oh, I got to show him my new piece of art.
Yeah, you can go get it.
All right, let me go get it.
He came home the other day because he goes Mondays. Because he's working Saturdays, Walt takes trips to the parks on Mondays alone. And that's going to end up being kind of bad for me because he came home with a new piece of art last week. So he's like, oh, don't get mad. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, as long as we can still afford to pay the Duke Electric bill, just, but he loves it. It's his new favorite thing. I just don't know where we're going to put it all. We can't fit it all here. We do have a good amount of space, I guess, to put things. We just got to figure it out. So
I don't know if they'll be able to see this or not in the.
Oh, with the plastic on it, with the glare. Can you guys see that?
But it's the Headless Horseman.
An Ichabod Crane.
And again, it was painted by the artist. You'll see down in the bottom right-hand corner, he put the number. I think it's number 50 of 150 that he made. And it's pretty phenomenal. I love this piece of artwork. The Headless Horseman is one of my favorite. I love Ichabod Crane. And I'm going to be hanging this up. So,
Brian, that's never going to happen.
What's he saying?
He said he'll take us to V&A Chef's Table under one condition. You got to ride Space. Where is it? Let me put this up here. Okay, here it is. You got to ride Space, Splash, Thunder, Mine Train, and Rock and Roller Coaster with your eyes open. I could ride almost all of those. Probably not Rock and Roller Coaster, but they would not be with my eyes open. That can never happen. I wouldn't even be able to control that.
Yeah.
So you just saved yourself a ton of bucks.
Thank you. Yeah, the colors are great, Emily. I when I saw that piece, it was just really, really pretty. Really, really pretty.
Russ, take it back. They forgot to put the head on that.
I know, right? I'm telling you. It's a nice piece of artwork. I really like it. And it's going to go right next to me in my little work area in the other room, I think, anyway.
Deborah said she'd do it. It's an awesome challenge with a great reward. I just couldn't.
That's true. How would Brian know? That's a good... Tina, you make a very good point.
I did. I swear. I had my eyes open. Yeah. Especially on Space Mountain.
That is a great reward, though.
Oh, no.
Don't lose your head. Oh, my God. So 91J Loves Disney says, when are you guys going next to the parks? Well, Melissa and I are going Thursday night. I might do a little bit of a vlog Thursday night. But next Monday, I'll be in Hollywood Studios for a early morning stream.
Well, Sunday will be in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, and we might do something that day, too. So we have some park days coming up. It's going to be great. It's going to be great for sure. But Monday, for sure, I'm streaming early morning Monday. We'll have another early morning magic stream from Hollywood Studios, which is like the hardest part to get into right now.
Oh, awesome. 91J's coming to Disney on Orlando on Thursday night.
Nice.
And we'll be in Epcot after work just for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Because we had to cut our visit short on Sunday.
Oh, thank you, Deborah.
Who just asked where you got the art? Oh, Meredith and Ron want to know where you got the art. What store in the park? I'm trying to remember.
What park did I go to when I got it?
Isn't that terrible?
Well, it was Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom?
Yeah, it was at Magic Kingdom. Main Street.
Okay.
It's at the art store on Main Street.
The right as you're facing the castle.
Yes. Yeah, that looks like the cinema, like you're going into the cinema.
Past the Crystal, and where it's right next to where you get all the pocketbooks.
It's the one that looks like a cinema that you walk into. It's pretty nice. But it's
And Mike says cream cheese pretzels are now available at the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Food Cart.
Nice.
Ooh, thanks for the tip, Mike. Of course, he'll be there Monday, and I won't.
Yeah, for sure. Tina says, I'm so glad you guys have been able to take advantage of moving there. I felt so bad when you announced you're moving the park. It's okay. Those things happen.
Walt was a little bummed.
I was bummed at first, for sure.
He's doing better now.
Yeah, well, we're finally there.
there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's better now, but it was tough. Will we be streaming in any of the parks when we'll be in 2? I don't know yet, to be honest with you, Charlie and Stacy. Maybe it's possible. we'll have to see for sure.
I know we need to get someone, not that you probably want us tagging around with you, but if there's a day where you want us to hang out with you while you're there, I know we have plans to meet up to eat a couple times.
Yeah.
But let us know where you're going to be if there's a day where we can tag along.
Yeah.
We'd love to be there.
Yeah. Are you guys on WDW Magic? Well, I know the website WDW Magic, and I do get a lot of the information off of that website. They're very good. They do it. They do a nice job. I like them. But we're not on there. But we do. I do know the website, unless you're thinking of something else. But that I do know them. Let's see, Walt. I'm guessing you're going to hit Galaxy's Edge. Oh yeah. We'll do Galaxy's Edge. We'll do if it'll hold. We'll try to do Smuggler's Run. We'll try to do Runaway Railway, Slinky Dog, Alien Swirling Saucers, Toy Story. Whatever we can do, we'll try to do what we can. You guys have been there long enough that it feels like home yet? It's getting there. I'd say it's getting there.
I think it'll feel more like home when we're not having to live in an apartment. Put it this way, I love being here. I don't have any desire to go back to Maryland as far as that goes. I'm comfortable here. I like it here as far as that goes. And we were just saying earlier tonight, we were having dinner, and he's like, doesn't it feel like we've been here for months and months and months? And I've only been here a little over 3 months, and Walt's been here a little over 4, but it feels longer. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yeah, I don't know either. Let's see what else. Walt and Charlie collab. Yeah, that'd be fun. Maybe we will. You're thinking the right thing. It's a forum. Yeah. Okay. Well, I haven't been on there for the forums, though. I haven't actually typed anything on the forums over there on 91J.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if that's what you meant.
We're coming up on 1 hour. We got a couple more things I want to go over, and then everybody can head on over to the Viapre project, and then we'll finish up. A couple other things. Rise of the Resistance, the boarding pass virtual queue thing. How they've been doing it is they were doing 10 a.m., 1 p.m., and 4 p.m., and it was literally as soon as 10 a.m., get in there. 1 p.m., get in there, and 4. Now it's 10 and 2. Oh. They've only got 2 times now for you to do that. Don't know why they changed it. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. But that's going to start really, really soon, like within the next week. So that's happening. We're going to try to test it on Monday to see what we can get. Other than that, the only other thing I want to let you guys know about is the Wine and Dine Fest, Run Disney Wine and Dine Marathon, half marathon has been canceled. They did cancel that. They made it virtual now. You can do it virtually. Walt, I can be your stream buddy. You know what I'm talking about. I got you, brother.
Yeah, Deborah, it's true. Once we can find a place that we can call ours, I don't know if you can hear it, but we got the music jamming above us right now. And I work home during the day, and we got a bunch of teenagers upstairs, and it's a real treat.
Yeah. Dixie Mouse says, my husband keeps talking about us moving down. You know, I wanted to move down here for years.
He did.
And years. And Melissa fought it tooth and nail for the longest time. If I had my way, we would have been down here 5 years ago. Easily 5 years ago. But, there's the right time for everything. And I think we finally got there. We're here now. And although it's been bumpy, but it's getting there. We're getting there. Virtual runs. Maybe, Cynthia, that might be what they're doing. Maybe that's why.
It said it was transitioned to a virtual event. How do you do that?
I don't know.
I mean, do you run on your own and say you participated in it? I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not involved in that kind of thing. So I'm obviously not educated enough to comment.
Yep. God does have a plan. That's exactly
you're right, Cynthia. Absolutely 100%. It may not make sense to us now, but it all eventually comes to fruition.
Yep. But there you go, guys. That's it. That's our news and notes. Tons of different things to talk about for sure. First and foremost, thank you all for being here tonight. It's always our pleasure to have you guys here. So thank you for being here as usual. Dean over at The Live Place. Check him out, theliveplace.com. If you're looking for streams certain nights of the week, certain types of streams, certain people, certain times, it's all right there. He's the TV guy. The live streamers, Disney Dan, Steve's World are our partner channels. Check those guys out. Some programming, Viapre Project are live now. Everybody head on over there. Let them know that Mouse Talk sent you. Let's show them some love and support. Lots of streams coming. Of course, tomorrow, a big Wednesday night, you have Not Quite Ready for Prime Time with the Disney Nerd Herders at 7. D&G Explorers are at 8. This and That are at 9. Thursday, you have Ron and Meredith of the Philly crew. Be sure to check them out as well. Of course, Sunday, Dan and I will be back with our Disney movie review as we review Marvel's Avengers Age of Ultron. We're going to be talking about that movie, which is going to be a lot of fun. Our stream will be here Monday night or Monday morning from Hollywood Studios, which is going to be fantastic. We're going to see if we can break some more records. And I think other than that, a couple new videos out there from us, vlogs, my Epcot video, go check it out. It was a crazy day. We had a lot go down that day. Be sure to check that out and our Sights and Sounds videos for sure. But guys, you've all been wonderful. Thank you so much. Dougie, thank you for the super chat. Thank you to all of our members for your loyalty and your generosity. And just thank you, everybody, for being in the chat. You guys have all been fantastic as usual.
And Wendy, thanks for sticking it out till 2 a.m.
Yes, Wendy, get some sleep for sure.
We love you guys, and thank you all for being here. It means so much to us.
Yes, thank you all very, very much. I hope you all have a great night. Look, I say it every single time. You always have a choice of where you spend your time. And you're spending it here with us because your time is precious, and we do our very best to give you the best show we can. And we're honored and very appreciative that you do choose to be here with us. So we thank you for that. And until next time, take care of yourselves and each other, and we will talk to you all really, really soon.
Bye, everybody. Hi, Christy.
Bye, Christy. Bye, Christy. Oh, I'm sorry, dear. We just missed you. And Joey's World, I don't know if we even said, we did say hi to Joey's World, right? I couldn't remember if we did or I don't remember anything anymore.
Of course we did.
I don't know. But I do remember to end the stream. Bye, guys. Have a good night.